10 after the hour here in the Imus Morning Program. A little over 6.5 years ago, Charles McCord says to me, after we'd done the show for over 30 years, that he was going to retire and move to Florida. And he gave me about 4 weeks' notice. Well, at that moment, I recognized, and we discussed it, that it was going to be impossible to replace him. Charles was brilliant. He had a great voice. He was hilarious. Timing was pitch perfect. A lot of fun to work with. He was also a strange individual who had married his sister, and he color-coded his news story copy. Well, then the I-Man had an epiphany, a road to Damascus moment. The road to Damascus is an English idiom from the Christian Bible, Guns. Acts of the Apostles, chapter 9. I remembered that Connell had filled in for Charles when we were on a remote in Washington, D.C., as Charles had some sort of motion sickness, and often he'd get sick flying, but he got violently ill and all irpy on the train, going from D.C. to Manhattan. He couldn't do the show. And so Connell just happened to be down there, and he filled in, and he was terrific. And when I remembered that, at that very instant, I got Connell's phone number, and I called him, and he answered the phone, and he was sitting in the lobby. This is a true story. He was sitting in the lobby of another network, about to take a job with them, and I hired him on the spot. And he made a seamless translation. I'm sure you all agree with that, a transition too. He was brilliant. He had a great voice. He was hilarious. His timing, pitch perfect. A lot of fun to work with. And while he still worked for Fox, they allowed him to work for me as well. So I want to take this opportunity to thank Fox, and I also want to thank Connell. It is no exaggeration. He saved the show in that moment when it could have easily collapsed. I was ready to walk away at that moment, even then. It's been an honor to work with Connell. With all the other talents that he has the extraordinary ability to know how to walk me back from those hideous temper tantrums, to pry out of me acts of kindness and decency, and moments of good humor and charity. Fox has finally realized what they have, and they want him back. And I'm pretty good with that. I see me in the days ahead, out at the ranch with the TV on, cowboys sitting around, me pointing at Connell on the screen saying, "Hey, T-Money, I used to work with him." T said, "Oh, boss, he sure is pretty." I said, "Yeah, T is." And T, we had the time of our life.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your